Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. We have a live debate today. We're going to invite you to call in, be on video camera, be on the show, and discuss whether you agree that you should be selling the United States and buying all world, or whether you should be buying good morning, good afternoon. I've got some audio coming through from somewhere. There we go. Don't know why that happens. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, whether you believe that you should be selling the US and buying all world or Europe. This morning I put out a video giving you my full in-depth thoughts on this. It was about a half-an-hour video explaining the ins and the outs of why I don't think you should be selling the US to buy Europe, but that's only my opinion, and that's what I've been doing with my money. But we also have an interview here with Tom Lee, only out an hour ago, so it's very recent, very up-to-date. I'm going to play that first. I'm going to give you my thoughts and reactions to it, and then you're going to be able to call in and be on the show today and have your thoughts as we go through to the closing bell. So I'm going to give you all the links now to call in. So if you'd like to call in, live debate, phone in. Here we go. Live debate phone in. I'm going to turn on the live phone in right now and give you the link. I'm dropping it in now. There you go. You don't require any passwords whatsoever. But if you are going to be on the debate today and you'd like to have your thoughts, share them with the world, then you do need to click on that link. But before you call in, you need to be a member and you need to put your name that you're calling in with in the chat, and also to say I'm calling in, so I know you are calling in. I will not pick up the phone to anyone who's not a member or has verified themselves in the chat. So if you'd like to be part of the debate in a few moments after we've heard from Tom Lee, then you can. Okay, so I'm going to switch this to members only mode for this part of the show. We are in members only mode now. So I'm going to give you my views and opinions. Already, I've actually done a video this morning about why I think you should be in the United States, not selling out your position to buy Europe or the UK. I stand by that. So I'm going to... I've already given you those opinions. Go and check out those videos from earlier. But I'm now going to let you listen to Tom Lee, and I'm going to give my reaction to that, why I've been buying more and why I believe we're about to break out, for many reasons, actually. And then you'll be able to call in. So if you wish to call in, the link is in the chat. It's members only. Before you do call in, put in the chat, you're calling in, and the name that you're calling in on, so I can see. All right. So, and you remember because you have a badge, and that would be great to get your thoughts and opinions. So first of all, then I'm going to let you hear this interview, and you can give me your thoughts on this afterwards once we've gone through this and I've shared my opinions as well. So without further ado, let's start with this. This is Tom Lee reacting this morning, just about an hour ago. I gave you my thoughts earlier that with this, the risk to reward is much higher, I believe, in the United States. Diversify, well, it's an okay thing to have a world diversification, but is it really all world? A lot of American companies will be in the all worlds ETFs anyway. Tesla, we spoke about that earlier. Tesla selling off. Is it an overreaction? Will people come back? I believe they will. Tariffs, transitory. You heard that from the Fed Chair Powell yesterday on the FOMC report. So I don't think it's going to affect inflation the way people are expecting it to. Trump, that might be a reason to sell out of the United States. New markets, well, new markets are all very well and good, but are they as good and as strong and as powerful as what we have here in the United States? So all of those things are sort of precursors to what we're discussing this afternoon. So anyway, let's get straight into it. let me, if you want to call in, the details is in the chat. You can call in if you've got a badge. You can call in and you just click on that. But before you call in, let me know you're calling in with your name in the chat and say in the chat you are calling in. Okay, let's have a look at it right now. Are you ready? Okay, let's go over to this interview. See what you think of this.
Our next guest says the Fed put is alive and well, and that's one of 4 positive signs he's seeing for the markets this week. Joining us is FundStrat's head of research, Tom Lee, also a CNBC contributor. Tom, it's good to have you, and let's just kind of start with that theme, and maybe you can build on what Steve just told us. How do you interpret the Fed's move yesterday? Welcome.
Well, I think markets were positively surprised by the Fed's move, in part because recent staff papers from the Fed had argued tariffs would actually be multi-year inflationary effects. So Fed Chair Powell's comments yesterday, I think, did catch a lot of folks by surprise, just because it is a view that markets probably want to hear, that they'd like to hear that the Fed is viewing tariffs as possibly transitory, because that puts them in a position to actually intervene if labor markets start to weaken. And
what he actually means there when he's talking about transitory, that means they are not permanent. In other words, they are one-offs. They won't actually affect inflation. I didn't pause that. I apologize. A few technical issues here. Making a bit of a mess of this. I'll try that again. I had some issues there when I changed scenes. Let's try this again. I apologize.
Fed is viewing tariffs as possibly transitory, because that puts them in a position to actually intervene if labor markets start to weaken. And in fact, that's evident in the SEP, because 90% of Fed staffers now see not only risk to growth, the GDP growth forecast, but it was 90% seeing it as downside risk.
Steve, would you agree with that characterization, or how do you think the Fed or Goolsbee or a member like that might respond to the idea that they're still at the ready to support the economy?
They're at the ready to support the economy through keeping rates where they are right now. He kind of took off the table, or never has put on the table, this idea of hiking rates. I think it's a difficult and very interesting dance the Fed has to do here. I think there's an argument, and people I've talked to have supported this, of the Fed talking tough right now about inflation to make sure and play a role in the idea that the tariffs do not become a broader inflationary, have a broader inflationary effect, but then being ready as needed to address the downside. Right now, it seems like, because Powell feels like he's restrictive enough to deal with that inflation problem, that all the talk or the leaning here is addressing the potential negative effects of the tariffs, and the idea that they both brought down their growth forecast while they raised the inflation forecast. If this were the Volcker Fed or the Volcker idea, Kelly, you would say that Paul Volcker would be addressing the inflation problem and then get to the growth problem.
Right, and Powell repeatedly says Volcker's the Fed chair that he kind of admires the most.
Yeah.
Granted, the inflation back then was very different than what we're dealing with now. Tom, even as the markets are digesting what Steve said, this kind of lower growth, stickier inflation environment, and not taking it all that well, what are the other positive signs you're seeing for stocks this week?
Well, I think that the sort of the big elephant in the room has been the absolute fear that has become systematic in markets around April 2nd and the tariff deadlines. And I think
I'm going to comment on that because systematic fear is true. I believe that people have overreacted, oversold. All the indications would say they have oversold. This is why I've been buying. I've been buying more and more with margin. I didn't expect to be buying more at this level, but I just keep buying as I get paid. Keep buying, because I can always trim back once we get everything to rally again. I can always trim back if I think my margin is just too big and it will take me too many years to pay off. I can always do that, but to not buy these dips, it would just be doing an injustice. I do feel that people have oversold, people overreact here in the United States. They sell everything too quick, they buy everything too quick. It's a very fast-moving market. It's very different in Europe. Things take a lot more time to buy and sell. Here, it's very, very quick. Everyone's fast. Everyone's ahead of the game. Everyone's overreactionary. Look at everyone now setting fire to Teslas and God knows what else. It all seems quite a reactionary market, and I think everyone is just overreacting, and that is what the US economy always has done and always will do. And that's its weakness, but also its strength for as far as an investor is concerned, if you can stomach the volatility.
I think that there have been little hints this week that instead of April 2nd being the date of some sort of annihilation of trade relationships, that we may start to see either deals before then or even delays in implementation. And I think that really investors are going to breathe a sigh of relief because, as you can tell, pessimism has become very pervasive because of the fears of what will happen on April 2. So I think that's a positive. And then the other is, and it's really a technical perspective, but Mark Newton, our head of technical strategy, has pointed out there are increasing signs of that we've actually established a tradable bottom. And that's not only the fact that we declined so quickly, but it's that market breadth has really been expanding and then actually following through in a way that looks like this is not a 10% decline that's leading to a 20%, but a 10% waterfall decline / heart attack for stocks driven by rage selling, and now it's tradable.
So those would be.
That makes perfect sense. That's exactly what I've been doing. That's what I believe, that we've got a bottom, a tradable bottom. So I've been buying this, and I do think this is a golden opportunity, and you're going to look back on this in just a month from now and wish you'd bought these levels, because there's probably only, like I've said before, over and over again, a 10% in this year. But if you bought these at 12% dips, you've got a 22% year again. Now, 10% is the overall year. That's what we're going to get. But if you've bought the 12% drop, which is what I've been doing, is why I'm doubling up, you've got another 22% year. We had a 20% year last year, 20% year before, 22% this year. If you buy all these dips and remain in and so on, I think this is a great opportunity. Again, if you can stomach the merry-go-round.
Be a couple of big positives, kind of technical signs, maybe April 2nd, because I've seen that reporting too, where they're, the White House evidently working with trading partners, trying to get some stuff dialed back before April 2nd and so forth. What else, Tom, do you see that encourages you?
Well, I'd say that probably the final thing that I've seen is, and this is really from our meeting with clients, is that we know there's actually quite a lot of dry powder. Many of our clients have raised a lot of cash. I mean, it's also evident in a lot of the money market balances or prime brokerage de-risking that's taken place. And it's at a time when investor sentiment has moved far more than is justified by the market moves. Whether you look at AAII or Investors Intelligence, both have registered recession-like readings and sentiment. And so it really creates the room for positive surprise. And that, again, I think it'll, like what you just said, if tariff headlines aren't as bearish, and if there's all this last-minute work on negotiating something, and yesterday there was a tweet about how into the night Hassett and Lutnick and Bessent were working on a trade deal that got so little notice. I think it just tells me markets could be positively surprised.
So there you go. What's your thoughts on all of that today? So what we're going to do is the phone line is open if you'd like to take part in our debate. I did a video for you earlier why I believe that remaining in the US economy and the US markets is the best option. Not buying all world and Europe now. That time has come and gone. I would like to get your thoughts on this. Perhaps you'd like to call in and be on the show. If not, that's absolutely fine. But I'd love to get a debate today. So the phone line is open. I've given you the link in the chat if you wish to call in and have your thoughts today and discuss this. Have you sold out? Do you believe that the US economy is now going bankrupt? And forget it. I hope you saw my explanation of this entire debate earlier on. Now call in. If no one calls in the next 15 minutes, in the next 5 minutes, I'll move on to my next segment. But if you'd like to call in, now is the opportunity to do so. All right. If you are going to call in, before you click the link at the top, say to me in the chat you are calling in so I can see who's calling in and your name that you're calling in from, and then I can pick up the call. I won't pick up the call from anyone who doesn't tell me beforehand that they are indeed calling in. So there you go. Give me your thoughts. Now, I've been buying more today. I'll show you exactly what I did. I nearly bought a couple more as well. It didn't quite go low enough for me. If I scroll down here, you can see this morning I bought the dip. There you go, 9 shares at 418.99. Call it 519. 9 shares at 519 to bring those lower averages down on those most recent ones. Now we're up from there. Nope, we're up $1 on those, plus the $1.85 I'm going to get on the dividends just by owning it now for this quarter. We've got another couple of days if you want to be in on the on VU, the S&P 500 dividends. But I do believe we're starting to settle here on this level for a breakout. That's my opinion, and some technical chart analysis agree with me on that as well. I'm just going to show you the exact date for VU if you want to get the dividends before the before you're locked out. You've got the date is the 27th of March. So we're the 20th of March today, but then you've got 3 or 4 days for it to settle. You've got the weekend. So you're coming up to now 7 days. You've got to allow 4, then the weekend. So today, Monday, maybe Monday, your last day. So we're just about there. So that's why I've been buying now. Tomorrow, I get some extra money. I get my full wages from YouTube. I was able to bring a bit of money in advance from my YouTube wages yesterday. So I bought yesterday, but I've got some more coming tomorrow. The rest of it tomorrow. If we are above this level, I won't be buying anymore, but if we've gone down again, I will buy even more. I feel like I'm the only person buying the S&P right now. Sometimes it feels like that, but I want to get as many shares of VU as I can. I'm now up to 583, I think it is. So I'd like to get $1,000 a month dividends just on the S&P. I'm up to about $320 a month at the moment. So I'm trying to get it so it covers my margin cost, so my cost of business. After that, it'll be plain sailing, because as we start to grow and I start to bring down margin, I will end up getting more in dividends than it costs me to service the loan. So whichever way you look at it, it'll get better and better if you can go through the hardest part now. Doesn't look like anybody wants to call in and share their views. That's absolutely fine. So let's go through. Josh Monroe, Stacey, how are you? Hello, everyone. 907 Andrews here. The Lucas A's James, how are you? Get to the like button. I'm loving it. Please subscribe to Martyn Lucas's music channel. That's very, very kind. Let me put that on the screen. Yeah, there's the music link. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you so much indeed, James. Good work, Andrew. And you said, not too bad, man. Ride the waves of life and trying to make the best of high seas. Hammerhand, how did you know those videos were fake? You saved me some money because I would have fallen for it. How did I know they were fake? Okay, there's a good question. I should probably make a. In fact, I'll do that. I will do that. I will absolutely do that. I shall make a video for you to explain this. So the time is 14:22. I'll call it 14:22. 14:22. How to spot a fake. Okay, that's a great question, and I'm really happy that I'm able to answer that. The S&P's rallying again now. Good. Okay, it's a great question. So let's do that now. Crypto, Bitcoin, XRP. Question from a member here. how to spot a fake. How did you know those videos were fake? You saved me some money because I would have fallen for it. Many people do fall for it every day. So don't beat yourself up at all, because many people fall for this. What are we talking about? We're talking about scam live streams designed to manipulate you, rob you of your hard-earned money, and benefit the selfish, disgusting human being that is on the other end of the YouTube channel. And it's not just YouTube, it's all other video mediums as well. So this member here, Hammer Hand, just said, how did I know those videos were fake? And you saved me some money because I would have fallen for it. So I think it's important to address this and make this a video to help others. Let me explain. So there are, unfortunately, mainly in the crypto space, bad actors. The reason why it exists in the crypto space is because it taps into people's emotions that no other stock or asset can do so. No one, I've never seen anyone try to scam anyone to buy the S&P 500 or Coca-Cola or Johnson & Johnson. Why? Because it wouldn't excite you and it wouldn't work. People just wouldn't get excited about buying a share of the S&P, which is great for me because it allows real investors to buy real value, real businesses. However, crypto and Bitcoin is not like that. It's much more volatile. It's much more exciting because you can get rich in 5 minutes. True, you can if you get lucky. So it's an opportunity for scammers to take advantage of your desire to get rich. So it always exists in the crypto space. Now, what do? Well, they create videos. They either that are real actors, real performers, or they use AI, because now you can create videos that makes it look like your favorite crypto experts, whether it be Elon Musk, Brad Garlinghouse, whoever. Or what they do is they take previous recordings and restream them. How does that come across as live? Well, let me explain. As a broadcaster myself, it's a very easy thing to do. I never do it. I never would do it. And if I was streaming a pre-recorded video, I would tell you in the title, this is pre-recorded. So what happens is this. They may have created it through the way I just said, AI, or maybe it's a pre-recording from another time. And what they do is they have that video on their local device and they play it and they stream it as if it was live. Very much the same way as if you make a movie. Let's take Lord of the Rings, that was made 20 years ago. It's not live, is it? It was made 20 years ago, but you're seeing it live on TV because it's being broadcast. It's being streamed to you live. But you know, Lord of the Rings isn't really happening. It's not real life. It's a recording that was made a long time ago, and now you are seeing it played live. It's being streamed. Well, the same thing happens for these crypto scams. Most of them are actually made out of AI, but a lot of them use real live video segments from things that were said maybe a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Whenever they can find the right relevant message, they'll pick up those videos, put them together and play them. There's somebody somewhere on a computer playing in real time, playing a video while it's being streamed to you. So YouTube pick it up and they say they regard it as live because it's being streamed. Live is why I put the clock on the screen. Underneath me is the clock, Central Standard Time, 14:25. That's the real time right now. I'm sitting here live right now talking to you. Just because this says live, it doesn't mean it's live. What makes this live is I am here talking to you in the chat and there's the clock on the screen, and you all know me anyway. I would not be here pre-recording pretending to be live. That's not what I do. But these scammers will do this. Now, today, we were trying to report on the Crypto Summit, a very important event. One of my members mentioned it was going to happen. I wasn't even aware of it, but I was told by one of my members it was happening, and I wanted to stream it. And this particular member gave me a link, and it was a scam. Wasn't their fault. They believed it to be true. Others sent me similar links from many other channels. Now, you may have looked at them and thought, well, they have to be live. They have to be real. Why? Because there's millions of followers, millions of viewers, millions of subscribers. It has to be real. No, it doesn't. Simple as this. There's nothing in life for free. No one's ever going to send you back double the crypto that you send to Elon Musk. That's very often the case. Brad Garlinghouse, the same thing. Send me XRP and I will double it and send it back to you. That never exists. There's never any free handouts in this world. So if anyone ever says, if you give me anything, I will double it and send it back, there's your first red flag right there. Second of all, if you look in the chat, and you see that it's either lots of similar comments or the comments are all promoting what's being said, you know it's not real. If the comments are turned off and there's no one commenting at all, that suggests it's not real. It's very hard to say you can spot the AI because sometimes it looks so authentic and it's going to get better over time. So let's not assume that you can tell the difference between the real Elon Musk and a fake one. But the giveaway is, not only is there never any freebies in this world, but the main giveaway is you look at the channel and it's streaming some content telling you, if you send me some Bitcoin or XRP, I'll double it. But there's always a way to communicate with the show. There's a QR code on the screen. There's something you can scan to be on the screen. Well, no credible broadcaster is going to be doing that. I've never done that ever. I'm not trying to force you to reach out to me to act on something. If you want to comment to me or you want to click on one of my links, you'll look below in the description. Only scammers are pushing it in your face and making you do it. No real broadcaster is going to do it. They'll just say, look in the links below. They're offering that service. They're not forcing it to you in your face. So that's another way you can tell. But also, if you find a video or a live stream that's being played and appears to be live, if you notice there are very often a million subscribers or thousands of people watching, there's not that many people actually watching. And there are ways to check these things, but I won't complicate it. But there are bits of software you can actually see how many people are really watching. What actually is happening is, most of the time, is they are paying bots to appear to be watching, or they bought subscriptions and they're not real. And another way you can tell is, if you look at the title and then you copy and paste the title, there'll be half a dozen similar channels all doing the same thing. Exactly the same thumbnail, exactly the same title, because they're lazy. These people are really lazy. They can't be bothered to make the effort like I do when I actually make every single thumbnail an individual thumbnail. You will find there could be 10 channels all streaming the same title, the same content, and the same thumbnail, and the same description. The reason for that is, as YouTube pick them up and shut them down, there's always another one. So that's the reason why there are so many. And you'll see they've all got millions of subscribers, millions of views, and all the rest of it. And it's all nonsense. Most of it is bought and paid for, and it costs pennies to buy subscribers if you just buy them from India. You can buy like 100,000 subscribers for about $20 from Indian bots. It's worth nothing, and they get shut down as fast as they're created. So to take no notice of it. But it makes my life very, very difficult, because I have to make videos like this to answer my members who are confused. And he said, look, how did you know? Well, that's how I knew from all those things there. But you saved me some money, because I would have fallen for it. Don't beat yourself up. Most people do fall for it. Most people do think it sounds too good to be true. And if it sounds too good to be true, it very often isn't true. So just bear that in mind. But this exists only in the crypto space. I've never seen any video like this trying to promote Johnson & Johnson or Coca-Cola. It just doesn't exist, because those sort of investors don't watch YouTube. I don't mean that with disrespect. They simply don't. If you are a multi-millionaire and you've got all your money in Coca-Cola, you're not watching my YouTube channel to tell you about buying Coca-Cola. You know You've either been to the factory and met everybody that works there and you know it, or your best friends are Warren Buffett. You don't watch YouTube channels. Nothing wrong with what I'm doing here. Nothing wrong with you watching my YouTube channel, but it's just true that institutions and big investors, and I mean big investors that invest hundreds of millions, don't need to, they're the sort of ones that buy Coca-Cola and the S&P and Johnson & Johnson and all these things. They don't need to get information from YouTube. All right. So just bear that in mind. If you're seeing anything being streamed on YouTube, it's probably not true. It's never true if it's promising anything. If it's got a QR code on the screen trying to get you to click something rather than just going look for it, they're making it so ridiculously easy. It's not true. And then go and look at the thumbnail, go and copy and paste the title. You'll see it repeats multiple times on YouTube. Everyone's, they're all the same people really, with multiple channels. They get shut down every 5 minutes. Don't be convinced by the subscribers or the viewers or whatever. They're all fake. It's terrible. But unfortunately, that is what is in the crypto space. And if you've ever wondered in life, why are things the way they are? It's because the way we are. We, as human beings, not me personally, but us humans, we are greedy, we are selfish, and we want to get rich in 5 minutes. It's not how I think, but it's how most people think. So when you see all these things, it's your fault. It's also your fault because you're seeing them because it's what you search for. It's not directly your fault, but if the world doesn't look the way you want it to be, change it yourself. Don't expect everyone to change it for you. But this is just the way the world is. People often say to me, how come I see you all the time on YouTube? I'm sick of it. I don't want to see you. Someone even said to me the other day that, can you take me off your list? I see you all the time on X. There is no list. You see me on X because you search for me or you click on me or you comment on me, and now X will show you again. You can always go, don't show me. That's all you have to do. I don't control it. I don't add you to a list. I don't force you to watch me. In fact, I don't engage on anyone's social media. I only ever stream or comment on my own spaces. You come to me. I never go to you. That's why I don't follow anybody other than the Evtol hub and Sensei. Other than that, I don't follow anybody. Just follow the people that are in my broadcast team. So there you go. Please be careful. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. If it's got things on the screen saying click here, send me money, it's definitely not true. Just because it says it's live doesn't mean it's live. It's a pre-recording being restreamed. Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description. I can promise you I'm always live. There's the clock. There's the real time. I'm sitting here answering all your questions live. Just ask me and I'll reply to you in the comments. Over here and over here, more content I think you'll find useful. Until next time, as always, don't get scammed. Don't beat yourself up if you do. Most people get duped from time to time. We've all done it, including myself. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Let's come back to our discussion, my account. How did you know? Okay. Let's talk about corruption level let's talk about the corruption level of various markets. Watching the top 8 cryptos on TradingView charts the last 2 weeks, they all drop in tandem. Coincidence? I think not. They all yeah. Excuse me, I got itchy eye. Oops, I got a new member.
In Focus Studio has become a member.
Thank you very much. In Focus Studio, here is all your there's your membership video. Once you get a 1 month badge, you can get the free plan on Discord. We do free training once you upgrade to your 1 month badge. If you now follow me on X and Instagram, I will engage with you and follow. I will not follow you back, but I will engage all your questions. If you reply to any of my videos, if you do a comment on YouTube, I will reply to all your comments. I will often make videos from your comments and suggestions. If you are a member, you can see the members only live streams, the members only videos. There are many public videos like this one, public live streams like this one, where you can where you can now chat to me and I will answer your questions, because we're nearly always in members only mode, because we're trying to talk to real investors, not bots, scammers, trolls and idiots. We just want to talk to real people and give information to real investors how to make money. Welcome to you as a bronze member. Here's the Discord link. If you want to get that now, you can. I gave you Instagram and X. There's my music channel. You can now get a free song on the music show on Friday night. Your first request is on me. There's Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. You can now get all the discounts on my software, plus many other perks as well. There are all our interviews with CEOs are all members only. You can now request a review, a stock review for $5. You can also request an earnings call for $5. Many things you can get as a member. There you go. All right. Let's carry on. A quick reaction to crypto is going to cause a dramatic correction. The quick reaction to crypto is going to cause a dramatic correction, just my opinion. Holding, no reason to sell. Settlement is T+1. Oh yeah, you mentioned this before, Vanessa. I just don't, rely on that. Because everyone's brokerage is different. So I say, allow a few days, because I don't want everyone to assume if I buy it today, it's okay tomorrow, because everyone's different. So I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. If you want to get the ex-dividend date, don't leave it to the day before, because trading day +1. I would always just make sure you've bought it a few days earlier, which is today and on Monday. By Monday. Otherwise, you might be disappointed. But I mean, you don't buy the S&P for a $1.85 dividend. It's like a $500 stock, right? It's not the reason you do it, but it is long-term, of course. It adds up. Got to hold strong now. Exactly right, ZZ. That's right. If today is Monday, I might have time traveled. No, it'll be Monday on Monday. I guarantee you that. I'm incredibly shy. Jerry Mandarin, no worries. I bought some more S&P too. Ninja Cowboy, congratulations. Granted, that's only 3 shares, but you do what you can. Granted, that's only 3 shares, but you do what you can do. Yes, I bought 75% of my S&P on this dip. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Well done to you. Hey, Josh Monroe, don't ever say it's only 3 shares. I started with $5,000, which would be $1,500, right? And here we are with I've got $302,000 now invested. Listen, if you've got $1 or $1 million, it's the same. It's all about the percentages, and it adds up, and it makes a difference. It's not about timing the market; it's about time in. Just stay in the game, and your money, your $10 is just as important as my $10. Let's go. Hood Retail Show. Savage Faith, thumbs up. Ninja Cowboy earlier. Hello, everyone. Sandra John. There are usually way too many viewers. No ability to comment unless you subscribe for 20 years. Never scan a code. Never click the link. That's absolutely right. There are usually way too many viewers. No ability to comment unless you subscribe for 20 years. There you go. Never scan a QR code. You're dead right there. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Thank you, Zaxate. My rule of thumb, if you ever have a 4-lettered word, free, run. There you go. I love how transparent you are. Real talk. Thank you, Hood Retail Show. It's what it's all about. If you're a YouTuber, Hood Retail Show, you become silver. We can put you on the homepage of the channel. I don't know if you are a YouTuber or not. Art with art. Life in the digital world is no different from the real world. Everybody wants our money. Not everybody, but a lot do, yes. Hammerhead, thank you. That will be your own video. At the end of today's show, I shall put that out as a video and try to help others spot a fake like that. So thank you for that suggestion. New FTC data shows a big jump in reported losses to fraud to 12.5 billion in 24. Consumers reported losing the most investment scams at 5.7 billion. Wow. Look at that. in focus. Just become a member. I hope you understand all the benefits. Hi from Greece. Ah, right. You've just become a member from Greece. So I'm going to speak to you in your language in Focus Studio. Hi in Focus Studio. Try that again. Hi in Focus Studio. Ah. Okay. Reset permission. Allow on every visit. Testing 1, 2. Okay. Testing 1, 2. Why isn't that working? That's weird. Why isn't my microphone working? Manage. Ah, that's why. Let's see if it works now. Testing 1, 2. There you go. I've fixed it. Okay. I'll try that again. So here we go. Welcome in Focus Studio. Wonderful to have you here. Our friends from Greece. Welcome to the family as a new member. I've visited Greece many times. I've ran round the ancient Olympia Stadium running track. Also the modern stadium in Athens. And it's a wonderful country. Wonderful people. Thank you very much for being here today. I hope you enjoy the show. We're live up to 12 hours a day, every trading day. Thank you and welcome.
Καλώς ήρθατε στο Focus Studio, υπέροχο να σας έχουμε εδώ, είναι φίλοι από την Ελλάδα. Καλώς ήρθατε στην οικογένεια, ως νέο μέλος επισκέφτηκα την Ελλάδα πολλές φορές, έχω τρέξει γύρω από το αρχαίο στάδιο Ολυμπίας και το σύγχρονο στάδιο στην Αθήνα και είναι μια υπέροχη χώρα, υπέροχοι άνθρωποι, σας ευχαριστώ πολύ που είστε εδώ σήμερα. Ελπίζω να απολαύσετε το show We're Live έως και 12 ώρες την ημέρα κάθε μέρα συναλλαγών. Ευχαριστώ και καλώς ορίσατε.
I just read that in Focus, you are excellent. I wish I knew your channel before. Become a victim of scammers. I lost 400 XRP. From now on, I follow only you. Well, that's very, very kind. And I'm very, very sorry that you have experienced that. That's just the worst thing to hear. I am so sorry that you've experienced that. I make my promise to you to be real, to be live, to be honest. Ask me everything. This is my real money, my real shares. This is my real bank balance. This is all the money I have in the world. I've got $10 in my Bank of America, $10 in my Lloyd's Bank in England. All my money is here. I'll answer every question from you. Ask me anything. I'm just here to help people, and I want to every day make sure I do a good thing. I'm not trying to influence or pump anything. I only own the S&P. I'm just here to do something good with my life. I mean, that's why I'm here. So, but thank you so much indeed for that nice comment. Yes, Martin, I only have a handful of shares of VU, but think it will grow. I'm sure it will, the Peckman. Or it 100% will. Awesome, Cedar. I may see you there. Hi, how are you? Where to click? Where to click? What do you mean, where to click? Hi, what do you mean, where to click? You're already a member. What do you mean, where to click? What are you asking me here? Pros and cons of recruiting investments, buying fractional shares of VOO or any other S&P. Pros and cons on recurring investments, buying fractional shares of VOO. Pros and cons on recurring investments, buying fractional shares of VOO. Okay, you want me to answer that? Okay. I'm going to close the phone in. No one called in, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to answer this question, unpin. Okay, here we go. Spot a fake. It's what's it? 14, whoops. 48. Pros, cons, fractional share. And recurring investments. All right, I'll make a video for you. This will go out later on. This will be its own video. So, a question from an investor. One of my members has asked me this question: pros and cons on recurring investments, buying fractional shares of VOO or any other S&P ETF. Okay, I will answer that question now. Fractional shares is where the brokerage allows you to buy a fraction of a share. Kind of obvious when you say it. Rather than just buying a single share, which is currently, $520 or whatever it is for a whole share, you, if your brokerage allows, can buy a fraction of a share. In other words, you can buy $1 of that share. What's the pros and cons? No pro, no con. Exactly the same. If you buy $1 of something, it's exactly the same as buying a whole share. You own $1 of that business. If you buy one share, the current price of VOO, if it's $520, is you owe $520 worth of that company. Don't be all locked down into a share or a half a share or 10 shares or 0.1 share. It doesn't matter. What's important is the percentage of how much you have invested. Berkshire Hathaway, for example, I forget exactly, isn't it $30,000 for a share of Berkshire Hathaway? Doesn't matter whether it's $30,000 or 30 pence, 30 cents. It doesn't matter. It's how much money you have invested. Your percentage gain is based upon that. That's it. If you've got $1 or $1 million and it goes up 10%, exactly the same for anyone, whether you owned a share or a fractional share. Fractional shares came in so people who can't afford a full share, a full $500 stock, for example, the opportunity to buy a part of the business without having to buy a whole share. That's all it is. There's no pro to it and there's no con to it. It is what it is. There's no benefit to buying a whole share or to buying a fractional share. Whatever you buy, however much you put in, that is what your percentage gain or loss will go off. So don't worry about it. When I first started investing, I was getting all kind of like OCD about it. I didn't want 0.9 of a share. I wanted a whole share. Like people get passionate about, I want to own a whole Bitcoin. There's no such thing as a whole Bitcoin. It's just a string of code. How much of the code you own is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's how much money you've put in. That's all. So don't be worried if you've got 0.9 of a share or you've got 1.1. It makes no difference whatsoever. It was simply created to allow people who can't afford a whole share of something. It hasn't always been that way. Only 5-10 years ago, somewhere in that region, you weren't able to buy a fractional share. So you were priced out if a stock was too expensive. It's very often why a company will do a forward split. Don't be confused with a reverse split. A forward split is when a stock price gets so big that the company divide it by 3, 4, 5, 10 to make it appear cheaper. Is it cheaper? No. Is it the same to have a $100 stock, one of, or 100 at $1? It's exactly the same. If they did 100 to 1 forward split, you would have 100 shares at $1. You would still have $100 invested, the same as if you had one share at 100. So there's your example. Don't be concerned. Don't be bothered. It just presents you the opportunity to be able to buy a piece of the business. There's no pro, there's no con to it. It just is what it is, and it gives you the chance to buy in. Does it benefit you or disadvantage you in any way? Be happy however you have invested in the company. The other question you asked me was reoccurring investments. When you buy on Robinhood or other brokerages, it gives you the opportunity to do recurring investments. Why does it give you that in the first place? Well, it benefits the brokerage. The brokerage don't care how much money you make or lose on your shares. What they care about is that you buy or sell something. You trade. They make money when you do. They make money when you trade. Not whether you make money or not or lose money. They don't care. They just care that you trade. Now you might say, why does that matter? Because there's no fees for trading on Robinhood. There are. You just don't see them, but they're built in to the price. Okay, I won't go into detail about how that works. Pay for order flow, but take my word for it. Every time you trade, Robinhood makes some money, as does every single brokerage. That's what Wall Street is. It's not about you making money or losing money. It's about you trading, buying, selling something so they make money. That's how it works. I like to say it's owning the casino rather than playing the casino. So, recurring investment is designed to benefit the brokerage, not you. However, some people say it's a good idea. They say it's a good idea because, or even Warren Buffett will say it's a good idea. Every month, dollar cost average, buy another share or another $10 of the S&P if you're fractional sharing. The reason why he says it's a good idea is not because he's in cahoots with the brokerage and he wants to support them getting you to trade. He says that because most people are lazy and won't bother buying every month. They forget. So you turn on recurring investments as you get paid every month or every week, then you will buy some more. So over the long term, it'll average itself out. However, it's the lazy thing to do, and I guarantee you Warren Buffett doesn't actually do recurring investments. He would go all in when a stock was down, not when it's up just because it's once a month. Obviously, think about it. If you were buying every single month and at the end of the month when you're about to buy, the market starts to rally when 2 days earlier it was down 10%, is it a good idea to buy on the pump? Well, if you're not going to invest at all, it is a good idea because you missed out on the growth over the next 20 years because in 20 years it won't matter where you bought it, it will be up anyway, so you'll still make more money. However, if you bought it on the dip, obviously you'd have made more money. So recurring investments benefits the brokerage, or second of all, it's there for lazy people who can't be bothered to look at what their investments are doing. The same way as recurring dividends or reinvesting dividends. Do it manually. Put it in your cash, earn yourself some interest or pay off margin and put it into the stock when it's down. Reoccurring anything is there to benefit the brokerage, not you. Warren Buffett mentions it because most people are lazy and it encourages those to stay in the market. That's it. I hope that answers your questions. One of our members just asked me the pros and cons of reoccurring investments, and he also asked about fractional sharing, and I think I've answered the question. Click above my head, down below in the description. I've got a playlist, a Robinhood playlist of Q&A, and I will put all your Q&A questions in a Robinhood playlist, and from now on, you can build up a little playlist of the hows and the whys and the do's and the don'ts of Robinhood. So, or any brokerage for that matter. All right, there you go. That's up there, down there, over here for the playlist, the Robinhood Q&A. Ask me a question about Robinhood, I'll answer it, make a video, put it here in the playlist. And down here, a video I think you'll find useful. Maybe my masterclass on how to invest. That's probably best. The masterclass in how to invest, the whole strategy and the mentality to being a long-term investor. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. I hope that was useful to you. 1.7 billion have you been before? It's going to my first trip on Europe. Didn't been to Europe. Yes, Martin is the best one to follow. Thank you very much indeed. Favorite countries visit in Europe, Germany and Belgium. Yes, ich kann nicht sprechen die Deutsch. Do you think with put option contracts expiring tomorrow, that'll be a catalyst for potential short squeeze on space? I could not be certain. And because I'm not certain, I don't know. I'm not an options expert, but I understand where you're coming from. It could be, but it depends which way the options are going. I don't know enough about that. Awesome. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad that helped. J Forge could cause a short squeeze for the entire market. It's a triple witching event this Friday. Wonderful. Can you please explain the difference of XRP public and private? We explained that yesterday in detail, so I'm not going to go over that now. But if you want to speak to Sensei on Sunday, Sensei will explain that to you in detail. 3 p.m. Central Time. You are a member. You can ask Sensei to do a chart for you on XRP and Bitcoin. You can see you're a new member, and he'll do a chart for you, and you can ask him that question on Sunday at 3 p.m. on this channel. I think fractional shares of VU, etc. is good. I can buy VU on the dip when I don't have so much cash. Absolutely right. Hey there, Martyn in the green room was making a cuppa. You're in the green room, are you? All right, I didn't see that. Okay, let me turn it on. There we go. Saab's in the green room. Okie dokie. I didn't see you there, Saab. All right, good stuff. Let me bring you in. Interview 1. Saab, good afternoon, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I thought I'd call in and have a little bit of gold time.
A little bit of what time?
Just like being a gold member, having one-on-one, right?
It is. The only difference is you don't get an hour, because in an hour from now I'll be running around my neighborhood, and also it's not private, so you got to be careful what you say because everyone's listening. When you're a gold member, we can talk about all stuff. We can swear. I can pick my nose. I can sit naked. I can do all sorts that I'm not going to do here right now with you.
You already showed your hairy legs off yesterday. Don't talk about being naked.
Anyway, how are you, Saab? Are you well?
I'm good. Yeah, so interesting, really. You know, yesterday, I think Powell made a master move yesterday, man. You know, he didn't pause it completely, he just slowed it down, leaving himself some options, you know, for the next meeting. And I think he's gonna. What do you think? What do you think he's gonna do on the next meeting?
On the next meeting, of course, he will say we are squarely focused, as he does every single time, and we are data dependent, blah, 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 blah. But I think the economy is slowing. I think inflation won't be an issue. I think he will reduce rates. I think he wants to reduce rates by 1/4 basis point. That's what I think.
Yeah, you think, and it's good, and he can just make a better informed decision going into this now, right? So and he's aligned, and they're aligned. It looks like the Fed and the party that's in right now are aligned with what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was just really keen not to react to Trump, not because of all the threats, I'm going to fire you, but it was his first presentation, the first FOMC after Trump was elected, and I think he wanted to come out strong and do his thing, which he did, and I think he did a great job, actually. I bought the dip today. Typical, really, a little bit of we had a rally, so we had a bit of profit taking. We've got too much pessimism in the market at the moment right now. Everyone just thinks it's the end of America. It's going to go bust. You forget it. Let's all buy Europe. Let's not forget Europe's got a war going on. It's not like everything's great in Europe. Let's go to Europe. It's all brilliant. I think that's a big mistake. It's funny how quickly everybody switches. Everybody just writes off America and says it's all done and finished and all the rest of it. And
yeah, but we're right on the doorstep in Europe. So it's it's crazy how people are. If you look at the last time when Trump came in, if you look at the chart, it's exactly the same. It went down. And it kind of stabilized, and then it went up, and then we had a crazy economy.
Why do you think I'm buying all these dips and going insanely over the top with my margin? Because I think it's going to come. I said it, and I've said it again. I said it last year. I only see a 10% this year from where we were at the beginning of the year, but we dipped 12%. That's 22% if you bought the bottom. Of course, no one actually bought the bottom. I tried to, but, you can't. So it's another good year once we've finished. So, it's I think that's where we're going. It's a 10% year, but it's a 22% if you bought the dip. That's what I keep saying. When people say you can't get rich by buying the S&P, it's only 10% a year, why do you even bother? Well, yeah, but if you buy the dips and there's a crash before the 10%, you've got 22%, haven't you?
Yeah, and then you got margin, of course.
To amplify it, but of course margin amplifies up and down at the same time. But as long as you manage it wisely, I'm okay. I'm happy. I think. We went down really, really quick and we kind of stabilized a little bit now. We're kind of going sideways. I don't think much is going to happen on the 2nd of April. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the tariff issues have gone away by the 2nd of April. So I think we've priced in the worst case scenario. And when we get to it, it'll be better than what we've priced in. And don't forget, we're about to go into our next earnings season. I cannot believe we've just finished one and we're about to start another one. But we're only a couple of weeks away from starting the earnings season again. And I think the earnings will be fine. Looking at the numbers at the moment.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to come through now. I mean, it's the stability, I think, now. People have realized what's happening. They had to do it all at once because otherwise your feet get stuck in the sand. This causing so much turmoil all at once. And if they didn't do all these tariffs and all this stuff all at once, there would have been a lot of regulation or people trying to stop them doing all these tariffs all at once. With all these judges and everything. So I think they had to do it quick.
Yeah, I think I think you've explained it really well. I think it's a bit like we've ripped the plaster off. We've jumped in. We've got the worst possible start. We've got drama, chaos, noise everywhere, and this will settle down. This is the worst it's going to be. I'm not saying we can't have other problems and over the next 4 years, but what I'm saying is this is the big dramatic entrance. Trump's come in. We're going to have all these tariffs. We're going to have all this chaos. It's his style. I don't particularly like it. I'm from England. We do things a lot slower. In America, it's very dramatic. Let's go for it. But I think all that will die down now. And I feel jumping out of. If you could have sold at the very top, if you're a trader, not a long-term investor, but if you could have sold at the top, but we didn't know what the top was at the time. Now it turns out it was around about October before all this stuff in January. And you'd sold out and you'd sat around and waited for a month 2 months. So you did nothing with your money for 2 months. Who's going to do that? Just sit around waiting. And then you bought the bottom of Europe, and then you rode Europe up, and then you sold it at the top to come back to the United States with it still at this level. No way. That's like, you know, winning. That's like going into a casino, winning 5 times in a row. Most people are not going to do that. So I think you just stay where you are, buy the dip, and you'll come out a winner.
I mean, I saw it, you know, when Trump came in, everything went up like crazy. And I'd swore to myself before, like you know, if stocks go up that high, that quick, I need to sell and just sit on the money. And I was watching what Warren Buffett's been storing his cash. And I'll be watching it. I'm like, he's doing it for some reason. He's doing it for some reason. But just greed. I'm like, oh, could go a little bit higher. Could go a little bit higher. And we get caught in the trap, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But we're different, you see, and that's not we're wrong and Trump and Warren Buffett's right. We're different because if you've got billions, you don't need to risk, do you? You just go, I've got a great high. I see uncertainty. I take my money, I put it over there. I'm earning 4% on my billions, so I'm making tons of money. And because because when he sold, everybody else got fearful and sold out. He kind of manipulated the market for his own benefit. We can't do that. If I'd said, oh, it's all going to go down in January, I'm going to sell all my shares, who would have followed me? Nobody. No one would have cared less. Nothing would have happened. So, you know, I'm just sitting there on my own going, oh, all right, whatever. So it's a completely different story. What Warren Buffett does is right, but it's not right for us to just follow him the same because our situation is completely different.
Yeah, completely different. I mean, we can only see what he does. We can't copy him, but we can just see the bigger plan. Like he knows more than we do, obviously.
Yeah. But to be fair, and Tim Rogers would probably sort of smile if I say this, once I get to my $1 million, I will be more like Warren Buffett. I'll have $1 million and I'll go, there's a potential bit of stress right now. I don't really know it, but there probably will be. Let me sell everything. Let me stick it in 4% earning interest and we'll see what happens. Because I've got $1 million. It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter anymore. And I'll buy back when I want and I'll buy a solid asset, which makes me 10%. I earn 100 grand a year. It doesn't matter. I think you look at it differently. We are all trying to grow our portfolios. We're being more aggressive. We're taking more risk. We're going through all the day-to-day stuff. It's a different set of rules for us.
Yeah, we haven't got daddy's money. You know, we're going to build our bags.
Exactly.
First.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you feel about, because you're a Tesla investor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you feel about people?
But you know, this is what before when Elon was the darling of the other side of the left. The right wing were all burning his cars too. You know, it was the same the other way around, and now it's turned the other way. And Elon knows that, you know, selling cars, it's not just cars, it's obviously more than that, but usually in March, April, this is not a good time. The beginning of the year is not a good time for selling cars anyway. Towards the end of the year, that's when the cars start selling a lot more. I mean, this time last year in April, I think it was around about 173 the stock. And the year prior to that, it was about the same price. So it goes up towards the end of the year, then comes down. I mean, the year prior to that, it was a little bit different. But historically, the cars go up towards the end of the year. People get over this eventually. And, you know, it's just people are just mad right now that the power's changed to the other side. But when they start realizing that there's actual benefit to all this pulling off the elastoplast, then they're going to start. And I think Trump realizes that he knows he has to do it quick and early and just get it all done. And then when the markets start going up, everybody's going to forget it all.
Yeah.
People are fickle. They'll just forget it all. They're like, oh, you know what? eggs will come down. That's what it'll come down to.
Yeah.
Petrol's cheaper, like people are just getting mad these days, and people got anxiety. But
I agree.
once they start making money, they'll be fine.
It's arguably still the best electric car to buy, technology-wise and performance-wise, and what it can do. The robo-taxi situation. There's no one else providing you that when that comes out. I heard yesterday that the license was cleared or something for California to start seeing them driving around there. And when people, but I think it's a terrible situation where, you could be the most democratic voter in the world, hate Trump, hate Elon Musk, but you bought a Tesla and you get it vandalized outside your house. I mean, that's not right, is it? Ridiculous.
I mean, that's not American, is it? That's just not right. Like, how can people be getting away with vandalizing and blowing up car dealerships and stuff? And where's where these people? They're not even getting caught. We haven't seen anybody get caught yet for any of this stuff. What's going on? I mean, it's sad to see.
But again, right? Anyone would tell you, if you're an investor, you can buy a discounted stock right now. And as we all know, Tesla isn't just about selling cars. If it was about just selling cars, maybe you'd want to run away.
I would have been out already.
Yeah, you'd be somewhere else, right? But with everything else coming down the line, it'd be interesting though. It's one thing, forgetting about your car, whatever, because if it performs well and you like it, it's a bit different though. We've not yet experienced this. If you really feel that Elon Musk is the devil and he's all the things that everyone says, well, not everyone says, that a lot of people say, if you think he's a bad guy and you don't like him, how are you going to feel about his robot? Now, it's different having your car in the garage, but having your robot in the house that's listening to you, you're thinking, what's it thinking? I mean, me and Leah often say in the evening, is our Alexa listening to us? And, well, if you've got a robot standing in the corner, are you going to be so... Yeah, there you go. Are you going to be so forgiving to that? Are you going to trust that? That's a big question. And don't know.
Human beings are funny. Like, I've got businesses, and I've got cameras in my business and stuff. And you put the camera up the first couple of weeks, everybody's looking at the camera and like, oh God. After a month, people have forgotten about it. They'll just do dumb stuff, right? And they'll have forgotten about it. And we're the same. Like, we've had these, like you just said, we've got these Alexas in there. And yeah, they probably are listening to us most of the time. And our phones are probably listening to us most of the time. And at first, we kind of like go against it. And then you just kind of you forget.
I've always been of the mindset, if you're just a normal person going about your normal daily stuff, you're not planning on doing anything bad. I'm not even going to use the phrases because we're on YouTube, but anything really bad, right? If you're just sitting there like me and Leah in the evening and we're talking about how the day went and we're talking about what we're going to have for dinner, my Alexa can record that as much as she wants. I am not really bothered. I'm not saying anything. I'm not plotting the end of the world with any supervillain. There's nothing I'm saying that's important.
I'm not worried about anything. You know what I mean? We're good. We're not planning any attacks.
No, exactly. You're thinking, hang on a minute, I don't want to say too much. No, but it's right though, isn't it? I mean, it's. I think it'll all go away, but I just think it's unpleasant. It's not nice. You shouldn't have to feel. There's people fearing for their place of work. If you work at a Tesla showroom, or or you tried it, or you just want to go and charge your car up, and you get to the station and it's all been set on fire and someone's vandalized it. It just seems a bit silly, that, to be quite honest.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people are just wound up about some crazy stuff like that, and how they can just start targeting, companies like that. Look how much good Elon's done compared to what they think he's doing, and actually what he's doing at Doge is trying to help everybody, not do anything bad.
No,
it's taxpayer money that he's trying to save. Like, Just think about that, and all the ways that they've seen. I don't understand the thought process of some people.
No, it's very hard to understand. Well, the market is green after hours. We are virtually we're just on the zero again. We dipped and back up and back down again. I think in a month from now, all this is going to look very, very different.
I think it's probably going to go a little bit sideways for a couple of weeks. I think it'll go down a little. The market will go down one more time before it goes, because this is just a little correction. When the markets go down like this, we have that little rebound, and then it'll go back down again, and then just straight back up. Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed your. Oh, just before I let you go, how do you feel today? It looks like. Still, I haven't had the official SEC confirmation, because when we get that, that's the day I declare victory on our petition. I just can't click that button until there's official statement. Still not got it, but let me just clear that from your head. I do apologise, but Brad Garlinghouse has come out and said it. I've actually got. I don't know if I've kept it. Have I kept? Oh no, I've lost it now. But I actually had a report on Seeking Alpha. Again, the same thing. Just basically repeating what Brad Garlinghouse has said. So lots of credible platforms have repeated the same story. Brad said this, and I can't see Brad just making that up and stuff. So we know it wasn't a hack. It was him saying it. It was him recording the video. But still no SEC formal statement. I don't understand that.
I've been in XRP too long to start celebrating. So we're just waiting. It was great to hear that. I said to somebody yesterday. I thought I'd be happier at this news, but right now I'm just waiting on the SEC to make it official, and then we should start seeing these ETFs and stuff coming in, and now we can actually start building the company, and hopefully we can see an IPO around the corner. And,
it's good, but again, I don't expect to suddenly see XRP shoot up because of it. Shooting up because of other things like being adopted more and used more. That's where it is. But again, even though I can see a path to $10, this is one reason why, even if I was buying whatever I wanted, not for my own self-imposed rules, if you like. I wouldn't buy XRP on this basis, because I'd rather buy the institutions and things that are going to use it, and banks and stuff like that. That's where I've always felt that's where the real investment is. This with any crypto, you're just trading on sentiment and emotion and stuff like that. And I think we all get a bit carried away. I always remember when we saw Ethereum, level up and do its upgrade on, Lightning 2, and everyone got really disappointed when it just went down afterwards. It was very much buy the rumor, sell the news. Because how did it make it more valuable? Just because the technology got better. I mean, it's the same as a car, isn't it? If Elon Musk upgrades the software and makes it a bit better, and it can do a few little things, he can flash the lights off and on or something. He puts an upgrade through to the car. Doesn't make the car more valuable. It's still a Model 3, and I think crypto is the same. It gets its upgrades, and it ends up the same thing. I mean.
Yeah, I think with the XRP, we're just going to see a lot more institutional adoption, and if the banks start, once the banks start getting into it and the money starts going into the banks, then obviously we're going to just get a lot more on the upside there. But yes, it's a lot of the just with just the excitement and the about it. It's going to take it up probably $5 or $6 maybe, and then it's going to take a while. I'm sitting on it. I'm waiting the next 2 or 3 years, honestly, with XRP, when it's going to take real adoption. It's nice to have a little pump here and there, just to make us feel good. That
it does make you feel good. It does make. It does. It does make you feel good. When and if it goes up, then will you take some profit, or will you just hold it higher?
Yeah, no, I will. I will take some profit. I'll take probably 20%, and I'll leave the rest just to run. 20% is really basically just taking money out, just to put it in the markets and put it in some safe stocks.
Yeah, I think that's sensible.
And it's a good way to do it. I mean, Google's a buy right now. It's like it's undervalued. Like the average PE for Google over the last 5 years was 225, and now it's at like 18 or 19 or something like that. So for the past 5 years, it's been 25. I mean, it's silly if I don't buy Google.
No, I agree.
Just gonna buy some of those big boys. I mean, the money they're putting into the AI and stuff. I want Amazon. I haven't got any Amazon yet, but just gonna buy some of those big techs and just let them sit pretty.
You don't fancy just buying the broader market like the S&P? Then that doesn't appeal to you?
No, it does absolutely. My end goal is to have 20% of my investment in the broader market, and then I still have the other stocks, that I pick and choose. But always to have like 25%, probably 20% in the S&P, just a stable, investment.
I'm going to make sure I convince you, because at the end of the day, if I can convince you to buy the S&P, me and you, mate, we can control it. All right, that's what I say. Me and you, Saab, we'll control it. We'll hold it like Warren Buffett, and then we'll dump it together and we'll stuff it to everybody.
I wish I had that kind of power, mate.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? Me and you have a little meeting like this on shall we dump it today? Yeah, you do realise if we dump it today, the market's going to go down 20%. Shall we do it? Yeah, sod it. Let's do it now.
That would be great. That would be great.
All right, I gotta let you go now, because I had a comment come in that was from Brian that he says, I hope this doesn't show over Saab's face. So I turned it off. So I've now got to turn it back on again so I can replay it. So I didn't want it to show your face. Saab, thanks for calling in. Great conversation. Loved it. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Cheers. Great conversation there with Saab. Really, really good. Enjoyed that. So as I said before, we've just got a new sponsor. We've got a new sponsor to the channel. This is a big deal. This is a very, very big deal. Usman Cavantes just became a sponsor of my channel. We don't take sponsorship from corporations unless Coca-Cola want to sit and watch the show. We take sponsorship from our viewers, our members. Usman Cavantes has just become a sponsor of our channel. Please, everybody, it's the second highest level you can get on our channel. Would everyone please welcome him in? If you are Osman, if you're wishing to have me advertise something for you, is it your YouTube channel? What is it you'd like me to share on the screen? I do every day in my show. Thank you for supporting the channel, but I now want to give back 20 times to you. So the first thing I've got to do is I've got to play back our recent event, which was for Brian Bynum. I am hoping this is going to play. It should do. I've got it turned on. Here we go. Here we go.
Brian Bynum donated $5 through a super chat. Thank you, Sub and Martin. Sorry if this comment is all in your face on screen.
No, because I turned it off and replayed it. So thank you, Brian Bynum, for that. That's very, very kind of you. But I think he was hoping that it would go on his face. I really did. So anyway, that's why I had it all turned off, but we shared it there. But we do have a new sponsor, the second highest level. This is a massive, massive support. This whole live stream is possible because of members. So I want to thank Usman. Where are you from, Usman? Here we go.
Osman Covantes has become a member.
A sponsor member. This is a thank you. You saved me from losing money on those scam live in live streams. Wow. That's amazing. So I can't thank you enough. Thank you so, so much indeed. That's incredible. Well, if there is anything you want me to promote, I have, as a sponsor member, every day I can share a link on the screen. We have 75,000 subscribers, so hundreds of thousands of people will see your post or channel or link a week. We make this as cheap as possible. We've been offered the highest I got was $30,000 to sponsor my show to promote a crypto project, and I refuse. I only do sponsorship for my viewers. So we make it as affordable as possible. Most people couldn't afford $30,000, understandably. So if you'd like me to do anything for you, please let me know. If you want to go on the homepage of the channel, you can also have one-on-one phone video calls with me, like our gold members. Many things you can get. You just come in the chat and let me know. Also, here are all the links. If you engage with me, if you follow me on X and Instagram, I will answer all your questions and engage with you on X and Instagram. You get a free song on the concert Friday night in the music channel. There's the music channel. You get discounts on Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. There's Discord. If you want the free training, you get that. We can do that for you as well. That's absolutely fantastic. There is the membership, the membership video tells you all about what you get, plus all the members only live streams, members only chats, members only videos, and so on and so on and so forth. There you go. Where are you calling in? Where are you a member from? Welcome, Usman. That's from Vanessa. She's saying thank you. Look at all our members thanking you for supporting the channel. Lots of love here. I hope the S&P pumps just for you. Art with art. I certainly hope so. That would be great. This is a thank you. You saved me from losing money on those scam live streams. You know what? That's the second person who has said that today. This is incredible. I'm just going to... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add this to spot a fake. 1528, 1529. I'm going to put you in the video. Okay, here we go. When it comes to a scam, don't think you are the only one. It happens to the best of us. Look what just happened here. This happened in real time.
Osman Kovantes has become a member.
Osman Kovantes became a member, a sponsorship level member, which is $99 a month. When I asked him what he wanted to promote, he said this in the chat. He said, "This is a thank you. You saved me from losing money on those scam live streams." How incredible is that? In fact, I had a comment a moment ago. Somebody else thanked me and gave me a super chat or became a member because they were duped as well, or they would have been duped. So if you are getting caught out with these scam videos, you're not the only one. It happens to people all the time. So please be careful. That will link on to the other part of my video. I'll put that in later. Right, tell him if you want to promote me, Usman. He will love it. Tell him you want to promote me. I don't own any, but I saw it along with NKE, which I do own. I believe tomorrow will be a down day. We will see Lucas Ritchie. Oh God. Well, if it is tomorrow, I'll buy lower again. I only got into this a couple of months ago. It didn't take me long to filter through the nonsense to find your channel. It's the only subscription I pay for. Wow, look at that. Art with Art. It's the only subscription I pay for. Well, thank you so much indeed. Please take advantage of all of the perks and the benefits. Same, it's the only YouTube subscription I pay for, the Peckman. Wow, look at that. Wow. Richie, I hope tomorrow is a down day. I want to sell some puts. I sold $90 MU, that was nice. Made like $350. Congratulations to you, Andre. It looks like it's trying to find a bottom here in the 60s. The Virgin Galactic advice is AM. The Virgin Galactic advice is AM. I'm not sure what Virgin Galactic advice means. We're looking at Virgin Galactic now. There you go. There is Virgin Galactic. It's a little bit down today, but again, stand back and see it's up 27% over the week. So it's outperformed the S&P. Virgin Galactic advice is AM. Not sure what that means. Usman, thank you. No, thank you very much. I believe tomorrow is Friday. You know what, Zaxay? I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I am totally with you that tomorrow is Friday. Okay, folks, it's time to wrap this up. I'm going for my walk and talk in an hour. So let me set that up now. And I'm going to also put out these couple of videos, how to spot a scam, a fake, and everything else. So let's go back to here. Let's go to there. Let's go to there. Walking in and talking in. I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to create a live stream. Yay, go live. The market's just trying to go green in the after hours. I like it. Got to have patience at the end of the day. Create new. Right, Walker talk. Let's talk FOMC. No, let's not talk the FOMC report. What should we talk about tonight? What shall we talk? Any suggestions? Walk and talk. Chat of the day. What's it going to be? I don't know yet. I don't know. The chat of the day. I'm calling it chat of the day. That's just basically because it means I don't know what to say. I'm calling it chat of the day because I don't bloody know. Upload my thumbnail. Walk. There you go. Select. Walk and talk. All right. No. Hold all. I'm glad the winds died down a little bit. It was a bit silly yesterday. Redirect. There you go. Public. Yes, public. Harper's 4. Yeah. An hour from now. There you go. Does the silver membership get additional Discord perks? The silver membership gets you on the homepage of the channel if you want me to promote your channel. It gets you certain videos and chats. If it's too busy, I can go up to silver membership. So if it's too busy, that's something that hasn't happened yet, but that's going to happen if we get super busy on a busy show. It gets you what is it on the homepage of the channel? I'm trying to think now what it is. But no, nothing different on Discord. Nothing different on Discord. It's the same. We don't have any differentiation between bronze members, silver members on Discord. No, the answer to your question is, does it change Discord? And the answer is no, it doesn't change Discord. It just changes what you get here on the main channel. Welcome, Usman. Kada, thank you. Market corruption and how to guard against it. Market corruption. That's good. Shall we talk about that, shall we? Right. I think we're all set there. Okie dokie. Let me close that down up there. And then I'll make this live stream go to the walking in and talking in. Redirect. There you go. That's it. Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. It's been really hard to get to 75,000. Really, really hard. This has been a very, very long struggle to get this last 1,000. 74,800, 200 to go. Whew, it's been really tough getting to 75,000. We had these big sort of rallies and then it's all gone a bit slow recently. But anyway, there you go. Can't do it every day. So let's duplicate this, give you the link. Let me end the poll. The question was, should you sell the USA stock market for the world? 55% said no. Only 28% said yes. So there you go. I'm glad because I have stuck with the United States. I've stuck with it. No surprise there, really, but I have. I've stuck with it. Upcoming live stream. There it is. This is the walk and talk tonight. Oh, here he is. Oh, Vaz. I was hoping that you were going to call in. Can you call in, Vaz? I wanted to have you live on the show. Are you able to call in? I don't think you understood really what I was saying in WhatsApp when we were talking. I'd love you to call in. Because I want to say something nice to you. Just call in. Trust me, it'll be fine. Walk and talk. If you want to call in, let me put that to the top. There's walk and talk. I'll turn the phone in back on again. If you want to call in, here's the link. Oh, tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Tomorrow, I'll turn it off. There you go. Yeah, yep, tomorrow's fine. Tomorrow's fine. Or okay, in 5 minutes. Bloody hell, which is it? Turn it back on again then. All right, okay. This is getting difficult. Here we go. Copy link. So there we go. 5 minutes. We calling in for walk and talk. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Do you want the call in? Start a poll. Do you want the call in live on the walk and talk? Yeah, let's have a look. Yes or no. Start the poll. Yeah, forgot about that. I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot about that. Do you want the live phone in? That's where you can call in. So we start in the studio. I let everybody in, and then I go for the walk, and then you can call in. Because that's gonna change. I think I have to redo it. I might have to redo it. Let me just see. I'm not so sure I can change it now. No, I'll have to do another one. I have to do a new one. I don't think I can. Let me go over here. Let me go over here. Content. Live. Don't think. Let me have a look. I think I might have to recreate it, which will only take me a second anyway. But I think I have to recreate it because it was created to my phone. I create it live on the screen. How many people want it? Yeah. Let me see how many people want it. 5 votes. Okay, 5 votes so far. That means 3 of you do. So it looks like 3 of you want to call in. Andrew, I'm calling in. Lovely. Thank you so much indeed. Andrew's calling in. Vaz, if you're calling in, can you say you're calling in, please? Ring in. There you go. Cool. Andrew was calling in, but I think I lost his signal. All right. So Vaz is waiting to call in. All right, so let's get Vaz on the show. How can I do this? Right. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Vaz has no idea what I'm going to say, but that's fine. That's how it should be. 1541. He's rubbing his face going, what's he going to say? It's going to make me look bad now. It's going to make me look bad. I'm just trying to build a reputation for my eVTOL hub, and now he's going to ruin it. I love this. No, I'm going to use it for a positive message. All right. Okay, so how shall I do this? Okay. Dream big. Believe anything is possible. We all start from nothing and we all build something up. 4 years ago, I had nobody watching my channel. Who'd have thought I would have 74, nearly 75,000 subscribers just 4 years later, and I've interviewed CEOs on the show and be in 69 countries and 14 languages. I'm saying all of this to encourage everyone to believe big. Anything is possible. You can achieve anything. And talking of such, I got a special guest on the show today, and this is being made live in the live show. Who have I got on the show today? But none other than our wonderful friend. There he is. Hey, looking great there, Vaz. How are you, mate?
Hey up, everyone. Thank you.
You know what time it is?
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah. What time is it?
It's time to start talking eVTOLs.
eVTOL. Time to talk eVTOL. Yes, it is. On this channel, you know, we have Sensei and we have Vaz, who's recently joined us as well. And we're very excited because Vaz has just had some amazing thing happen. And I love it because I know how it felt when I first got one of these sort of things. It feels like, oh my God, people are actually paying attention. What are we talking about? Well, Vaz, stand by and let me show everybody what we're talking about. This is my X account. Now, up to a couple of days ago, I was following nobody other than myself on my other account. And now, look, I'm following 3 people. Who am I following? I'm following myself and 2 others. Let's have a little look. Well, I decided it was time to follow eVTOL Hub, which is Vaz and Sensei, our creators on the channel. I want to share the love with as I grow, these channels will grow too. But why did I suddenly decide to start following eVTOL Hub and Sensei? Well, what's going on? Why did I suddenly change that? Well, because it's very important to support your team and your members and especially celebrate in their amazing success. Look at this. If I click on this, this was created just recently. This is Vaz. And you know, he now does his regular shows on the channel where he talks about eVTOLs and all the rest of it. But a couple of days ago, Vaz had some amazing luck. And it just shows you that anything is possible. And I'm just going to let Vaz tell you all about it. So Vaz, I'm going to bring you in. You can talk over this right now. Just talk us through. Are we on the right post right now?
Now you need to scroll down a bit.
Scroll down a bit.
Down. This is the one.
This is the one. Do I click on it?
Yeah, I think you can, yeah.
There you go. Okay. You put out, you talk over this. You tell me what we're looking at.
Right. Vertical Aerospace. I'm a big fan of them as well, as you might have noticed already. I've been trying to reach out to them a few times to sort of engage with them. No luck. I don't blame them. I've literally just started, so started being in public space. So that's fine. They posted a picture of their aircraft, and I sort of retweeted that. And a few hours later, I've got first engagement with them.
Yes, but even more than that, Vaz, what did they say here?
Yeah, but
Aircraft 2 is our current flying prototype. We'll let you know when we can have you down to see the Aircraft 3. In other words, you have been invited to go down and join them at the airport, the airpad or whatever you want to call it for an eVTOL. How fantastic is that? Nice one, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just think that's great because, you know, this is just, I wanted you to call in to congratulate you because it just shows you if you are persistent and you keep going and you keep doing good stuff, eventually people reach out to you. I said, when we talk about our Meet the CEO, they all come through to me now. I don't have to message anyone. And you think, how did we ever get here? And now it's happening for you. So I'm so pleased for you, mate. Congratulations. And I cannot wait. What would be your plan? Would you be able to go down there and,
Well, I've been there already. It's in Cotswold, so it's like, I don't know, 3 hours drive away from me. I sort of shot my shot. It was Saturday, nobody was there. The airfield is nice. It's open for public. It's a very nice place for a trip. They've got the old Boeing 747 of British Airlines is decommissioned in there. And you can, it's like a museum. You can pay 15 quid and you can go there for an hour and see all the first class suite. And yeah, it's quite interesting. But yeah, this is, well, I don't know. I don't like to talk about things until they are done.
No, I understand. But the fact they've responded to you and messaged you and said, we'll let you know when we can have you down. Yeah. I mean, that's fantastic. So congratulations. I just wanted to...
I've been thinking about this and I've been having these conversations with you that the videos, they don't get enough engagement. They don't have many views. But this is because it's a very niche product. eVTOL market is very niche product and you don't get public to engage as much. But the people, remember you, Martyn, I'm thinking about you now. When you started your channel, your special niche product was Virgin Galactic.
Correct.
And you build it yourself up on it. And that's why I started following you. That's how I noticed you through Virgin. Yeah. And I started following you nearly a year and a half ago. And yeah, it's the same as eVTOL.
You're doing the right thing. You're building a foundation on something niche and specialized and special to you. And that's the better way. What most people do, they'll pick Bitcoin or they'll pick something that everybody's talking about or Tesla, and you can't compete. And it's just impossible because you're so small, you just don't get noticed. You've picked something you really care about, you're passionate about it, you know a lot about it, so your videos are great, everyone enjoys them. Yes, you don't get massive amounts of views right now because it's a very specialized subject and not everyone is searching for it, but you will do. And when you build a solid base and a solid fan base, it will broaden out to other things. You'll be able to talk about other things and people will be interested in hearing what you have to say. So this is what it's all about. Well done. It's the hard way of doing it, but it's the right way of doing it. And I just want to congratulate you. I also want to encourage everyone, if you've not yet had the chance, please do tune in from time to time. Often once or even twice a week, Vaz will post a video on the channel talking about eVTOLs, vertical and takeoff and landing vehicles, flying taxis, in other words. And you can learn a lot about it, and he's very passionate about it. And I strongly recommend you do go and check it out. If you click above my head, you'll find all the links down below in the description, also in the comments. Over here, I'll post Vaz's playlist. He has his very own playlist. If you go and check that out, you can actually see what he's talking about, and there's a whole list of things in there. And down here, I'll put something else that you will find useful. Just wanted to share this and congratulate Vaz on his success. It's a wonderful feeling when something you really care about suddenly reaches out to you and invites you to be part of their world. I know it happened to me at the beginning and now it happens frequently, and it's a wonderful feeling. So we wanted to congratulate Vaz on that. So go and check out Vaz over here, everywhere basically. Until next time, as always, you know what time it is. It's time for me to say, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Nice one, Vaz. Thank you, mate.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. I wish you all the best with it. I think we had Andrew calling in, but I think we've lost him. But never mind. I'm going to wrap this up because we're going to go to our walk and talk soon. I've got a couple of videos to put out, including this one now. But when do you think we'll hear from you next on your next Vaz video?
I was gonna make one tonight, but probably not. I'm not in the mood for it, and I wanna get the best out of me.
You're getting,
you know?
you're like, did you see yesterday's show? Rod was on the show from Powell Group. Did you see him on the show? Yeah. He's like
Just
you.
briefly.
He does it whenever he fancies it. Now and again, if and when. I'll see how I feel. I'm only joking, you know I am. No, but that's right. If you're not going to give it 100% and it's not ready, and you don't, you know, sometimes I think people make videos without there's anything to say. They'll just repeat themselves over and over again. I actually don't know how some of the crypto channels do it. Like George, Cryptos Are Us, every single day talking about Bitcoin. I mean, I'm lucky. I've got thousands of different topics to talk about, and there's always someone, and I'm always engaging with my audience. But he just goes live every day and talks about Bitcoin. I'm thinking, oh my God, how can you talk about Bitcoin every single day? What could you possibly say that you've not said 1,000 times? So, you know, if you haven't got nothing to say, don't bother. So it's absolutely fine. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Any final thoughts before I let you go?
No, thanks for that. I was blown away when I finally achieved some interaction with them, some engagement. Hopefully, that will be the first building stone for the foundation.
Yeah,
we will see.
You're probably at the first stages of being able to meet the CEO interview. Or if you wanted to interview them, of course, feel free, you know, you might want to do that yourself. But yeah, I mean, very often these companies, if they reach out to you, they're open to share their story. And they obviously liked what you did. Otherwise, they just would have ignored you and they wouldn't have replied back. So you might be able to arrange an interview with them, and that'd be great, right?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hey, you've got to dream like that. Absolutely. Don't ever think you can't do it. Absolutely right. You definitely can, mate. All right, mate.
May I just ask something?
Yes.
I see there's a lot of people asking questions and this and the other. Just because my video show on your channel is not as frequent, and I post a lot of updates on Twitter. So would you mind just advertising the Twitter for the people watching now?
Well, I have to now, don't I? Because I'm following you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? Really. I'll do it right now. Vaz, thank you ever so much for calling in, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. See ya.
He's a cheeky bugger, isn't he? He's going to try and cash in on all my 3,000 followers. He's thinking, well, he's got 3,000 followers. I might as well try and get a few of those. All right, so let's do it, shall we? Let's give Vaz a bit of attention. Let's go over here. So what we got here? Let me go over to my X account and bring it up on the screen. I've got, forget 3,000. I don't know why I'm saying that. Got nearly 4,000 actually, Vaz. 3,867. And I only follow 2 other people other than myself. So there's no follow for follow. There's no cheap numbers here. These are real followers. No follow for follow. And I only follow a couple of people. So who do I follow? Let's have a look. There he is. EV Toll Hub. Should we put it on the screen? We might as well. Vaz currently has 13 followers. Well, we can't have that. How can I be following a channel with 13 followers when I've got nearly 4,000? That can't possibly be right. So here we go. EV Toll Hub. Let me drop it in the chat. Are you ready? In fact, let's do it right now. How many people are watching? Hang on. How many people are watching right now? We've got 71 watching. Right. You ready? There you go. There you go. I've copied and pasted it 50,000 times. Right. Click on it right now. You ready, Vaz? Who's Vaz following? Who's Vaz following? He's following Sensei. Oh, hello. He's doing the same as me. He's following Sensei. He's following me. Bloody good. I tell you what, if he'd not been following me, I would have straight away unfollowed him. That would have been it. That would have been it. I would have been going, that's it. I'm done. Right. And he follows the Hustle Brothers. And is that James, isn't it? James 007, isn't it? Have I got that right? I get that wrong. No, the Hustle Brothers, somebody else. I'm getting confused. Don't worry. Anyway, where was he? He was at 13, wasn't he? He was at 13. How many's he got now? 14. He's on the way. He's on the way up. Now, come on. How many are watching? There's 77. Every one of you is following me. So that he should get 77 followers, because I know that everyone watching now is following me, and I've got there's 77 sitting here. So technically, we should get him to 100 followers right now, if you can all be bothered. But if you're lazy, I mean, you are what you are, I suppose. You know, if you're lazy, you're lazy. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. 4. Come on, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Hey, Vaz, update me. Update me tomorrow. Tomorrow, if that's not up to 20 by tomorrow, we're going to do a big push. There'll be no show. There'll be no show tomorrow until we get Vaz to 100 followers. Let me put the message on screen. Followers coming through now. Are you sure about that? It says 14. It says 14. There you go. 15, 16. I love it. Only the accounts I cooperate with. That's right. See? Do the right thing. Because the thing is, Vaz, if you go and think, I'll just follow everybody just to get followers, and then you unfollow them or you don't engage with them, your channel will not grow. It'll just be follow for follow, and it won't have the strength. It's fine for people that don't create content. For ones that want to engage and follow other, they want to read other channels, then that's fine. Follow as many channels as you want, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But if you are a creator, you're providing content rather than consuming it. If you want to grow, you've got to resist on just following everyone just to get them to follow you. Because if you follow everyone just to get them to follow you, they won't actually care about you. The people that are following you now are doing it to support you, and they will engage. And X will promote you because you've only got a couple of followers. You're only following a couple of people, but you've got people following you, which means you are getting real engagement. And that's the only way to promote what you're doing. All right. 16, 17. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Mark Saxby's done it. Zach Zate's done it. I do not have X. I'm locked out or banned or something else. I didn't know that, Stacey. I didn't know you wasn't following me. Oh, now I thought you're one of my followers. Now there's going to be L up now. Hello. Thank you, Martin. You are very, very, very welcome. Shall I give it the links in the chat? Has everyone got it? Come on, let's get 20. I'm going to go for a walk. Come on, get busy. Right. I'm going to get, this is my mission now for tomorrow, because this isn't good enough. I mean, it's good. Gone from 13 to 17. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's quicker than I went up. No one helped me. Just by the way, Vaz, when I started out, no one helped me, right? No one gave me some followers. I just ended up with none. I had to just work my ass off. I must have made 1 million posts that no one even watched. But there you go. That's part of the family. That's part of the network, right? You and 18 now. 18. Hey, brilliant. I just noticed Stacey's new badge. I know. Stacey is 1 year old today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stacey. Happy birthday to you. Boom, fireworks. There we go. Stacey's 1 year old today as a member. Call your dog X if your ex was a dog. Call your dog X if your ex was a dog. Oh, I see. Got it. Oh, hang on. Peckman. Peckman just said he's followed you as well. Where are we now? 18 followers. I'm loving it. Hence it. Oh, that was you, was it, Peckman? All right. Okay. There you go. Right. I'm done. I'm out of here. So what was the thing? Do you want a call in to a live walk and talk? 44% said yes. So that means about 12 of you. Right. Bloody hell. I've got to redo it now. Remove that. That walk and talk is cancelled. I've got to set a new one. End the poll. All right, I'll do it. Just bear with me. Here we go. Just bear with me. Here we go. So I've got to do this now. Bloody hell, I can't believe it. There were people already waiting for it. And now I've got to throw it out and do it again. So I'm going to delete this one. This is an event that will never happen now. Isn't that amazing? That will never exist. That event will never exist. Nothing we can do about it. So let me go to here. Right. Schedule stream. Create new. There. This time it'd be on my streaming software. Streaming software. Okay, streaming software. Thumbnail. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. Select walk and talk. There you go. So now I'm going to phone in from here, the studio. Show more. No. Hold all. Next. Yeah. Who can send messages? Members only. Yep. Redirect. Nope. 4:30. 4:30. Done. Okay. So this time we're going to start from the studio. You've got to call in before I leave. If you don't call in before I leave, you will not be able to be on it. All right? Because I have to admit you in before I go on to the walk. So once you're in, you're in. If you lose signal, you lose signal. That's it. You've had your chips. So let me, excuse me. Let me add this in. Redirect. Walk and talk. There we go. 4:30. There it is. So I'm now ready to go. Oh, hello. Where's it gone? There it is. Oh, there it is. 26 minutes. There we go. Right. I shall give you the new link, which is this one. So I will start it in the studio in 25 minutes, and you need to be on the show if you want to be with me. Right? Before I leave the studio. So once I left the studio, that's it. It's too late because I've got a phone in myself. Whoops. I've done that wrong. No, I haven't. It's right. There it is. Okay, there's the link. That's where we're going to go in a minute. I've got a new phone, Martin. Sorry, I'm having issues. Don't worry, mate. We all have issues with new phones. They're supposed to be new phones, supposed to be great, but they ain't. They're rubbish. It's the way it always is. Right. I'm going to end the stream now. And I'm going to get ready for my walk and talk and plug my phone in, charge it up a little bit. And I'll be back with the walk and talk here in the studio. I shall then phone in and you will phone in with me. Then I will leave the studio. If you've not phoned in at the beginning, that's it. Don't be walking around going, can I phone in now? No, too late. You've had your chips. You could have tuned in but you didn't. 19 now. Love it. We need to get Vaz one more. There's 76 watching. Let's do it. There's 76. One more. I promised 20. I always deliver. Right. I always deliver. Here we go. He's on 19. Right. Here we go. We want to get Vaz to 20. Right. It is the EV toll hub. He's got 19 followers now. Now he's looking like a professional. I want one more person, right? Now, I only follow 3 people in my entire life. I follow me on my music channel. I mean, if you don't follow yourself, I mean, let's be honest. It's no good, is it? Right? I follow Sensei. He's one of my broadcasters, and I follow Vaz. He's one of the broadcasters. So there you go. 19 followers he's got now. He was at 13 when we started this. We got him 6. We nearly doubled it. 100% growth here, mate. In 5 minutes. Right. We want 20. Please, 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 please. Click on that. I want one more. I'm going to be obsessive about it. There's 72 people watching this stream right now. 72. I only want one more. Come on. Don't mess me about. I've got things to do here. 19. Come on. Make it 20. Come on. Just to put me at my burden. In fact, you're taking too long, so I'm going to start getting my phone ready. Because I've got to go for a walk and talk in a minute. And it can't all be about Vaz. You know what I mean? I've got things to do other than Vaz. You know what I mean? So let me turn off my Bluetooth. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The interview. Let me turn that on. Copy that. Put that into there. I'm waiting for someone to. I'm waiting for somebody to call in. Sorry, not call in. To make it 20. All right. I'm setting up my show for tonight. There's the phone in. Copy link. You have to use Safari, don't you? It won't let you use Chrome anymore. I noticed that the other night. It's like, what's all that about? Take a look, Martyn. Take a look. Is it 20? 21. We always get it done here. Bad timing from me. But anyway, there we go. We always get it done. 13 to 21. That's what I call growth. There you are. That's the growth. There you go. We'll have that. Congratulations. Now you got to get 1 million. Would you like to access your camera? Yes, allow. It's Martyn, yeah. Front camera. iPhone microphone. There isn't another microphone, is there? Join. There you go. There's me calling in to me. Okay. So let me just... how do I hang up? How do you hang up on yourself? How do you hang up? Oh, I see. Just call in. I don't even know how it works. Unbelievable. Oh. I'm breaking it. I don't even know how to call in on my own thing. Oh, this is silly. I'm making a right pig's ear of it. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to call in and I'm making a right mess of it. It's good to test it sometimes. Okay, I've got it. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm going to plug my phone in. There you go. I plugged my phone in, so I'm ready to call in now. Okay. Now you need 30 OCD. There's me calling in to me. How do I hang up? How do I hang up? Hello. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've never done it. I've never done it like, well, actually, I did it the other night, but I forgot how to do it. Bloody hell. 23. Bloody hell, Vaz. You're growing faster than me. No more. Nobody else follow Vaz, please. If Vaz gets more followers than me, he'll forget me one day. He'll be so big, he'll go, I don't even remember that, Martyn Lucas. I helped you get your first followers on X. No, you didn't. I already had 13. Yeah, but I got you to 23 in like 10 seconds. I like doubled your amount. No, I don't remember that now. Now I've got 10 million. Who are you again? That's what he'll be like. Vaz will be like that. He'll be like that. He'll be like that in a few years. He won't remember me at all. He won't care less. Right, okay. I've got to go because the walk and talk's in 15 minutes. I've got to charge my phone up, get changed. I'll put the videos out later now because now I'm not going to have a chance, am I? So that's it. That's me calling in to me. How do I hang up? Yeah, great. Yeah, right, Brian Bynum. I don't need you to be all sarky, all right? I got confused. I get confused sometimes. Right, walk and talk is in 18 minutes. In 18 minutes, I shall be back in this seat. I shall go live. I shall start the walk and talk. I will do the live phone-in. I will phone in myself, and you can all join in. And if you don't join in straight away, that'll be it. Once I leave, you can't join in because I admit everybody in, and then we go for the walk, and we can talk together. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Right, like it was round the lake, right? That's it from me. Okay, stand by. You got the link in the thing, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you the phone-in link when we come back. See you in 15 minutes. We're about to go for a walking and a talking in. See you in a minute. That was brilliant. Apparently, Vaz is getting even more followers now. This is rubbish. All right, rubbish. See what happens when you be nice to people? He gets carried away. Everyone goes, let's all do it. Let's all follow. No, don't follow. Don't all follow Vaz because you won't be watching me anymore. Knew I shouldn't have done this. He wouldn't do this. Mr. Beast wouldn't do this. Right, take care of yourselves. Matthew Kelly, I think I'm 20. I followed Vaz, but I think I have another account. Right, we'll unfollow him now. Unfollow him, right? That's the way to destroy someone's account. Just unfollow him. And then X will look at it and go, all these people followed and unfollowed. We're not going to share that. Obviously, it's a rubbish account. Go and unfollow him. Go and unfollow him right now. Just smash it, right? Smash it. I'll see you back in a minute. Take care of yourselves and each other.